Welcome back to Weather Oki, and welcome to your January 29th weather outlook. Today we can see that already we do have some of that blizzard and snow squall warnings going on inside the northeast. As for the Midwest, we can see that already the convection is starting. So far, not as severe as we may think. It did end up being a marginal risk instead of a slight risk for today. And then moving forward, we can see that tomorrow it will be a slight risk still with a pretty good tornado chance. We can see that already parts of Texas have that marginal risk while it does extend all the way to some parts of Nebraska. We can see for the tornado risk, it is very slim. Not many parts of cities really in this that are going to be high population. As for the hail risk, we can see that there is a pretty big chances all the way throughout the storm inside pretty much all the marginal risk. And as for your wind risk, we do see that it's very also pretty small itself. Get some parts of the metro of Dallas, but really besides that, some slight parts. Barely any big cities that are really going to be affected by the storm. But we can see moving into day 2, we do have a way more of a widespread threat. Marginal risk extending all the way through parts of Texas, all the way into Mississippi. That does come with a 5% chance of tornadoes. If this does stay this way, we may go live tomorrow. So do make sure you guys are subscribed so that you guys are ready for that and do get the live notification when we do. So even the hail, pretty good of a chance. Still a little more slim than we may have thought. And then of course we do have the wind threat that is also in a slight risk of 15% of more high risk of wind that is 60 miles per hour or more. Day 3, we do also see more of an extended risk inside of some slim parts of Alabama, Georgia, and Florida will come with slight tornado risk, some hail, and of course the wind risk. So now we can see that the low pressure unit is pretty much getting as close as can be before starting off really its push into the atmosphere of Texas. Just right after 12 p.m. we can see that it is already inside of New Mexico, pushing those winds straight forward into parts of 9 p.m. It is already going through Oklahoma, Texas, also moving through parts of central Texas into Arkansas before finally getting its way into Louisiana. And it does continue pushing on until it gets to some parts of the Alabama and Florida region before finally exiting. And going forward a little bit further, we can see that it is going to be a pretty calm system moving forward. Not really much that we are going to see that is concerning. This is the supercell composite. The more gray you see or even some color, it means that there will be more chances of supercells forming and being strong inside these areas. Already by 6 p.m. you can see that the grays are starting off inside of southern parts of Texas, and really moving forward with it, it does start to increase. As tomorrow, we can see already a bunch of that gray inside of Louisiana, bringing that 5% chance of those tornado risk. This is probably the reason why. And then moving into the parts of Georgia and Alabama, we can see that it does get a little tiny bit of that supercell composite. So let's get started. Starting off already, we can see that we do have the rain starting off in parts of Oklahoma, Texas, and slim parts of Arkansas. The storm does seem to grow by about 9 p.m. tomorrow. And then moving forward with its big increase, we can see that a low pressure unit will be moving it forward. And then moving into the parts of Louisiana, we can see that it is going to become more of a frontal storm. Now there is a chance for some slim supercells to get ahead of the front, and that will cause a lot more destruction, and it could cause more tornadoes moving forward with that. And of course, this line will still be very possible to spin. Going into our day 3, we can see a little bit of a supercell going on inside lower parts of Florida and Alabama, bringing that day 3 marginal risk. Now let's look a little bit into the future here. We're going to go see how the temperatures are really going to get affected throughout this storm, and really what we have left for what's left of January moving into February now. So starting off, we can see that there is a lot of heat inside the United States, and it's really going to stick around for a long time. So for the rest of the month, we can see that really it's going to be warm temperatures, nothing much. Some of the northeast getting that cooler air, while finishing up, we can see that pretty much the entire United States fully engulfed inside that warm air. If you want more updates like these, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, make sure to put a comment down below. I'll read them all, and just make sure that you guys are keeping up, and come check out the Facebook that is linked down below, and just help support me. Thank you guys for all you do. See you next time.